Welcome to Recovering Addict to the short intro because I don't know what happened to my intro. It's gone. The intro is gone. I usually like to have that one on there because it gives it at least a good minute for everybody to start logging in, for it to actually get out there and start going live, and it gets me prepared. But when I got to click buttons that fast with that short of an intro, I don't do very well. But hey, you got to adapt, right? You got to adapt to things, and things just happen sometimes. So, oh well. This is Recovering Addict. I'm LT, your host, and I will be here to hopefully entertain you and educate you and have fun and grow and recover alongside of your recovery. This is a channel dedicated to recovery, dedicated to support, dedicated to relapse prevention, IOPs, 12-step programs. You did that. Now what? Let's learn more. Let's get our recovery even deeper. Let's become self-mastery. Let's master ourselves and our minds so that we can get through any situation and be okay on the other side. I'm glad you guys are here on this Thursday night. And we got a new little challenge coming up, and I'll let you know as soon as Fleece says hello.
Hello, everybody. I can never find the live stream on the private group. I'll go back to it.
Oh, Linky just came in the door. Lock the door.
Oh, Linky. We got a new winner. Bow, 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 bow. It is John.
John. Good job, John.
Good job, John. Good
Yeah.
evening, morning, afternoon, family.
Heck to the yeah.
Hey,
Tyrone, how you feeling, brother? What are you
is
doing?
Up. Hey, Desmond. Always good to see you, Des. You always make me want a donut. What up, Sky? Howdy, howdy, howdy. Carmen and all the wonderful women at Sawyer House. Hello. How's everyone tonight?
Wicked storm. I wish it would storm here, man. I'm craving some rain. I see it. It's blowing.
It wants to.
Alexa, what's the weather going to be like today?
It looks rainy outside.
Right now in Pleasantview, it's 86 degrees Fahrenheit with cloudy skies. Tonight's forecast has just a few clouds in the sky with a low of 65 degrees.
No rain in our...
Good night.
You have a good night, too.
Thank you. Hey, Jacqueline.
Nighty
Get
night.
some good rest.
Okay. Calm down. It's my show, Alexa.
You're not supposed to be first, John.
You beat Jacqueline. What's going on?
Hey, aloha, Freya.
Aloha, Freya.
Hello.
Hola.
Hola, Freya. I just like the way it feels coming out of my mouth. Misty Johns. Hello, hello. Good evening, Ashley Meredith. Good to see you. Vincent. Good evening, everyone. How
What's
are
going on,
you
brother?
all doing?
Glad you're back. Misty Johns, what's happening? My new Facebook friend.
Oh, mine too. Marilyn.
Marilyn.
Love
W.
seeing you.
Good seeing you.
Love it. Raylene. Howdy, howdy. What up, Teeter?
Okay, bye. Love you. Mr. Teeter cleaning the house. Mr. Teeter says cleaning the house gives him peace and calm and relaxation and peace of mind. Not me. Nope. I hate it. I hate cleaning.
Makes me frustrated and angry because I see all the things that they don't clean up.
Yeah, the kids are slobs. Kids are crazy. I'm telling you. Mr. Red, what's going on, brother?
Hey, what up? Always a pleasure and glad to be here.
Glad you're here.
We're glad you're here every night.
100%.
I like seeing you over there in the chat.
Yeah, how many days you got now there, Mr. Red? I know you're right near Sky Love. Your guys' birthdays are pretty darn close. 333-222-22 points.
What up, Tracy?
Tracy Wolf, what's up?
Hashtag adapting. What up, Andrew? Always good to see you too. What up, Joey? We got David on fire.
Oh, what's up, David? How you doing?
We got Christine.
Christine, welcome. Pleasure as always.
Nope, you weren't first. You're like 87th.
Nope, not today, Raina.
Because I didn't get a prize yesterday. Well, you remember what happened last time we gave you a prize? You almost died. What's up, Kyle?
What's up, Kyle? How you doing, brother?
Hey,
Back
Thomas.
to work, I saw. Thomas Hunston, what's going on?
Fellas.
Naomi. What's
Always
up, Naomi
pleasure.
Johnson? Good to see you. Good to see you.
Adrian.
How you doing?
Let's get this done.
Get her done. Let's get it done.
You got it. Hello, Facebook user.
Facebook user.
I still can't find it. I'll look for it later.
All right, Antoine in the house.
Anton. Oh, different account.
Oh,
Still
look
the
at that.
same
It's just
name.
your name flipped around backwards, but the cool gun's gone.
Yeah. What up, Carmen?
Carmen, how are you?
Carmen.
Good to see you. Glad you are here.
Carmen. Ooh, I seen a new one. Fran. Francina. Hello.
Nice to see you. Let us know about yourself. The new person's very important in this room, and we would like to know your story on recovery. You still drunk? You still high? You in recovery? You got years? What's up? Let us know. Let's give you drop that birthday if you got one.
Yeah, Lexa's getting fresh. Hey, Michael. Is this from Periscope?
Oh, Michael, how you doing?
Hey, Periscoper.
Glad you're here. Thanks for watching. This is a channel. If you just dropped in, you're brand new here. I 2 times in my life hit rock bottom due to drugs and alcohol. In the early 2000s, I was a I did whatever drug was put in front of me. I was doing acid, LSD, same thing, right? Ecstasy, cocaine. I did crack a couple times. I smoked heroin once. I was doing whatever was in front of me. Obviously, drinking and smoking pot dang near daily. And then I got introduced to meth, and meth was the only thing I cared about for a good year and a half until it landed me in jail for a year and 4 months in a halfway house. I'd committed a 2nd-degree felony burglary, 3 years of probation. And that was in my early 20s. I'm 40 now, 41. And so after that, I got scared straight for a little bit, and the drug rehab program I was in that halfway house didn't set in. I don't remember a thing about it. Obviously, I didn't learn I'm an addict and I can't drink and use drugs. And in my early 30s, about 33 years old, I started casually drinking at barbecues when a friend would come over, a 6-pack here, a 6-pack there. Fast forward to when I was 40. By the time I checked myself into a detox center, I was drinking a 5th of whiskey straight out the bottle every night and gallons on the weekend. I was just destroying myself with alcohol, neglecting my family, dang near losing my job, hopeless wreck, stage 3 addiction. If I would have kept drinking, the doctor said you won't live, that kind of stuff. So I checked into a detox center, 4 days in there, got out, built a deck, jumped into an IOP. And then my IOP, I was there for 5 months and did steps 1 through 5. I'm currently working step 8, starting a new program tomorrow. I'm going to another 3-month program, not because I relapsed or anything like that, but I want to be solid in recovery. I want to connect with my community. And that's why we're here, to teach and support relapse prevention, mainly relapse prevention. If you're still using drugs and you need support, we are a bridge. This channel is a bridge to a community greater than ourselves, and it will literally help you, especially in these crazy times with the riots and the COVID-19 and lockdowns and masks and uncertainty. We are a community that's ready to help 24 hours a day through our private Facebook group. Felice will put that in there. And our Discord, you can also join. Jump on in there, get to know people, and just know that the community you're joining is a no joke, loving, helpful recovery community. In our Discord, we get to know each other well enough to say things to each other that piss each other off, and then we apologize for it. We get to be family. We literally get to be family. Sometimes we're in a bad mood, sometimes we're in a good mood. That's a part of life, and that's how we recover better together. And that's our saying here at this channel: we recover better together, because it's a fact. It's a healthy way of recovery.
That is right. Hey, Naomi.
Naomi
yes,
Johnson.
Your friend May and Myrna. Hello, hello, hello.
Not in recovery yet. Happy to stumble on the live stream. Awesome.
And then Thomas, 1 year sober today.
That's cool. So let me know. Let us know what your drug of choice is. And are you thinking about recovery? Are you thinking about quitting alcohol, quitting drugs, or anything like that? Thomas, 1 year today, huh? That's freaking awesome. That is way cool, dude. Good job on you. LT, yes? Yes? How can I help you, Jacqueline?
I'll be throwing those links in the chat as soon as it loads.
Another sober day with a beautiful family. It was hot. Oh, man, we're getting way behind. Aaron, what's up, sister? Polly, yo, yo, yo. If anybody has any information on how to get a hold of Simon, I don't know if you guys remember Simon, please reach out to him. I've been reaching out, and he hasn't gotten back to me. I only have his cell phone. It's up to him to reach back, but sincerely worried. So if you know what I'm talking about, you know who I'm talking about, shoot him some texts. All right, here's the next thing I want to talk about. Y'all know we got the bookmarks, right? Discord beeps too dang much. Raina, go to your notifications and turn them off, and then it won't beep, and you can go in there whenever you want. And that way you can keep Discord on your phone. Easy schmeezy. If anybody is bugged with the Discords, because the Discord is firing off 24/7. Beep, 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 beep. I get it. I turn my stuff down and my notifications off. So my phone's always on silent anyway. But yeah, if you do join the Discord, just know that you can disable the notifications so that your phone isn't constantly ding, 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 because it will. And it gets pretty hopping pretty quick sometimes in there. But you guys know the book Mercs, right? Everybody knows the infamous book Merc. Look at him. He's beautiful right there. That's the book Merc. So here's what we did. We sent a whole packet. I don't know. I can't remember how many book Mercs we're going to be able to make out of this, but we sent him to Merc himself. He is doing whatever he's doing with them. I know he's writing on them at some, I don't know what he's writing. I don't know how he's writing. I don't know what else. He may come up with something totally different too. But Merc is signing these things. He's going to send them back to us. We're going to laminate them. We're going to cut them out. So we're going to have a whole bunch of new book Mercs. Now here's the catch right here. Okay. They're not for sale. If you buy a t-shirt, they come with the t-shirts. You know that. But today I want to start another challenge that's going to last 3 weeks to a month. As you know, today is Thursday. We will not stream again until Sunday, and we start a new schedule Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday. And so if you copy this URL and you paste it onto some platform of your social media, basically share. If you hit the share button, copy and paste it in, I don't know if you can do it on Instagram, Twitter, whatever's out there, right? Wherever you can share this video, Facebook, your private face, whatever. If you share this video out, drop a hashtag share squad. If you drop the hashtag share squad in the comments, I'm going to start keeping track of everybody's name. And at the end of the 3 weeks to a month, I haven't decided yet, 3 weeks to a month, the top 5 sharers are going to get book Mercs. Got that?
Aaron, I won't pay good money, but I'll pay some money. Kyle, if you order another shirt and we have the autographed ones, then the answer is yes. Or we can wait to send out your shirt until we get one. So the answer is yes.
Yes. What was the question?
If he gets a bookmark with his new t-shirt.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, when Merc's done doing whatever he's doing to him, he's going to send them back. And so if you just right now copied and pasted and shared this, or you hit that share button and you shared this out, drop a hashtag share squad. I'll write your name down. We're going to keep track of it right here. Share squad, hashtag share squad. If you share the video out, we'll write it and mark it down. The top 5 are going to get bookmarks sent to them. Gotcha.
Like the first 5 people to do it? Is that what you mean
the
by
top 5 after 3 weeks? We'll do 3 weeks.
Okay, so they're not throwing it in these comments.
Yes. Drop it right here if you share it. You got to share it right now.
Yes. Hashtag share squad.
Yep. That's it. That is it. Indeedy, Mr. McFeely. At the beginning of the show, we say hi, we talk, we give some updates. Then we jump into our 24-hour a day through AA. Then we go through our content. Our content right now is Addictive Personality by Craig Nacken. If you want a book, links are in the description. Then we listen to Cassie's quote of the day. We wrap up the book. And then we read out of the NA just for today. I love to start with AA, end it with NA because I'm an advocate of both. I love both. I go to both. And then we say our serenity prayer, and then we're out. So if we haven't said our serenity prayer, this stream isn't over. Just to let you know. So hashtag share squad. If you share this video and you get your name in here for the top 5, gets bookmarks signed by the infamous Merc himself.
So, Andrew, this is shareable if you go to the regular Recovering Addict page. It's not shareable on the group unless you copy and paste the link.
That's true. If you are in the private Facebook group is going to respect your anonymity. So if you want to watch this video, comment without anybody knowing who you are, watch it on the private Facebook group. And that being said, because of the anonymity of the private group, it's not going to allow you to share it because it's anonymous. We allow a section of our digital media to be a place where you can communicate with us live here, but still have your anonymity. So share it. hit that share squad, drop that hashtag, and then Fleece will start taking names. And we'll do this for 3 weeks. So get used to me saying that stupid word. Hashtag share squad. Share squad. Square squad. Right?
That's a tongue twister.
All right, let's get into our NA or AA thought of the day, and then we will go to the question from Discord. I like this. This is a good one. This has to do with who do you look up the most to in AA right now? Do you have somebody in your recovery program that you just have on a pedestal? This person is just like, I'm not going to say God to you, but you highly look up to this person. If this person failed, it would pretty much crush you. That's kind of what this is about. We should remember that all AAs have clay feet. What does that mean, clay feet? If a statue is standing and it has clay feet, that means they're brittle and they could break, right? You could easily tip it over. That means it's weak down here. Clay is not a very strong substance. And we should remember that all AAs have clay feet. We all got clay feet. We should not set any member upon a pedestal and mark her or him out as perfect AA members. It's not fair to the person to be singled out in this fashion. And if the person is wise, she or he will not wish it. If the person we single out is ideal, AA has a fall, we are in danger of falling too. Without exception, we are all only one drink away from a drunk, no matter how long we've been in AA. Nobody is entirely safe. AA itself should be our ideal, not any particular member of it. Okay. There are people we look up to. There are people we love and we cherish, right? But we don't want to put them on a pedestal so high that it creates anxiety for them, in a sense. But if they fall, it ain't going to hurt you too. You believe in the program, not the person per se. AA itself should be our ideal, not any particular member of it. So here's our question. Am I putting my trust in AA principles and not in any one member of the group? So it's between you and AA, and the group is there to support you. You know what I mean? I love that. It's a perfect thought for the day. And then our meditation of the day is the inward peace that comes from trust in God truly passes all understanding. That peace no one can take from you. No person has the power to distribute that inner peace, but you must be careful not to let in world's worries and distractions. You must try not to give entrance to fears and despondency. You must refuse to open the door to distractions that disturb your inward peace. Make it a point to allow nothing today to disturb your inward peace, your heart calm. Nobody can affect that unless you allow it. So make sure that nobody today. So you end this day with complete serenity. You end this day with complete peace. You go to bed, you sleep sound, you wake up positive. And the first person you meet, they are better off having met you when they leave your presence. So our prayer of the day is, I pray that I may not allow those about me to spoil my peace of mind. I pray that I may keep a deep inner calm throughout the day. Amen. Okay, now on Discord, we have a little special room that says questions for live. If you want us to have a question answered here live with the chat, this is where you post it. And Denier, how do you say her name? I'm horrible at reading. I can barely spell. How do you say her name? Denier?
That's what I would say.
Sorry if I get this wrong, Denier. So it says, she asks, what is the most helpful thing you do when you have an urge, like a trigger, a relapse, a desire to drink or use? It says, besides stopping whatever addictive behavior or substance you were using or doing, what is the most beneficial change you have made in your life since beginning recovery? So that's a two-part question. The first part is, what is the most helpful thing you do when you have an urge? For me personally, chat, maybe you can answer this with your opinions on what do you guys do when you have an urge? What is the most helpful thing you do? First thing that comes to my mind is I tell Felice. She's usually near me. If she's not, I tell somebody out here. But the first thing I do is within just a few moments of having that urge, I say it out loud and I tell on myself. As soon as you say it out loud, you speak it into the air, somebody else hears it, acknowledges it. For some reason, it just takes the power out of it. It always reminds me of that. You have a front door to your head. You have a back door to your head, right? People or thoughts and urges can come into the front door you don't want to sit down and have lunch or dinner with some of these thoughts. So you just boop, you kick them right out the back door. And that's what I do with urges. I have those thoughts. Whoa. The first thought you cannot control. The second thought you can control. And using the power of that second thought, you kick it out the back door. Third thought, I go and I tell on myself.
Yeah. It takes the secrecy out of it.
Takes the secrecy out of it. You don't chew and internalize it. You don't start fantasizing about it. You get rid of it. You throw it to the wind. So besides stopping, obviously, what is the most beneficial change I've made in my life since beginning recovery? Whew, that's a good one. What's the most beneficial? I'm thinking jumping full head first into recovery, buying completely into the program. And I am saying that. I'm saying I'm sold on recovery. I'm sold on a program that works. You get a program like a 12-step program. There's many programs out there. I bought into the 12 steps because of the way it branches off. I bought into reading books like Staying Sober and Addictive Personality and understanding what is going on with my addiction, learning about myself. So buying into a program is the most beneficial because it's changing the way that I think. Our best thoughts and ideas got us where we were. It got me into jail. It got me into an IOP, detox, using, all kinds of trouble, crimes that I never got caught for. That was my best thoughts. So now it's time to rethink and rewire all the stuff I've learned and programmed habitually into my heart and to learn new positive ways of living. So buying into a program and educating myself in recovery is the number one most beneficial thing. And then obviously being a part of a community has to do with that as well.
There's some comments about what other people do here. Misty says, yes, snitch on your addiction. Joey says, I do push-ups when I have urges. I'm trying to refocus my brain in the moment. Then I talk about it to another human being. That's a good idea. Carmen says, music and prayer helps fly with her anxiety. Desmond says, try and help someone. This gets me out of my head. That's a good way to get out of your own head. Go do something else for 5 minutes. If you feel like after 5 minutes you still have the urge, call someone.
That's true. Aaron, I like that you brought that up because it's scientifically a fact. When these chemicals drop from our brain that give us that fluttering heart or adrenaline rush, those chemicals wear off in like 5 minutes. And so that is a great practice.
Beautiful. Journaling about the intricacies of why I'm feeling the way I'm feeling and trying to make sense of it. Also meditation to observe, says John.
Amen. I like that.
That's good, John.
That's good.
Learning about addiction to beat it.
Amen.
Not all. That's how I was when I was drinking. Only way is to fight fire with fire.
Yeah, you're all in or you're all out. There's the road to recovery and the road to relapse. Which one are you on? Which one are you on today? How is your guys' day gone? Have you taken your inventory? And where do you see yourself right now? Where's your head and where's your heart in recovery? Is it on the road to recovery or is it on the road to relapse?
Christine, journaling and playing guitar and being a sponsor. All good things. And yes, we do. LT and Felice have an online live streaming every night. Not sure where you're at. 8 Mountain Standard Time. We've helped the community. Thanks, Carmen. You sharing that out. That's what's happening.
So Hughes 55 in Discord just posted. What's up with the recovery fitness challenge on your page? Fitness challenge? Well, I'm down for something like that. Throw me some ideas. Let's do it.
We like fitness. Desmond likes fitness donut in his mouth. I did.
Awesome. Very
just kidding, Desmond.
Nice.
I
Real
love donuts.
nice.
There you go. John's got the times. Thanks. Always there for us, John. Road to recovery, says Naomi. Workouts and music. I love workouts and music.
I love it. Beautiful. How many people we got in the share squad? Oh, man. Shout out to Aaron and John and Antoine, Naomi Johnson, Kyle, Emily, Carmen, Petey, and Tracy Wolf. You guys are on share squad. Hashtag share squad. Right on.
If you didn't hear your name and you shared, let me know.
Yeah. If you didn't hear your name and you shared, let Felice know. And thank you for sharing.
Fitness tacos.
I'm into fitness. Fitting as many tacos in my mouth as I can.
My army. My army is awesome.
Fleece's army. I like that. Jerry.
It's like happy army.
Okay, so on this fitness thing, y'all, all right, let's have a think tank right now. Remember, in a think tank, no ideas are bad ideas. All ideas are good ideas. I'm gonna throw out some ideas. Tomorrow at 8:45, I'm going into my new program, and it's a fitness program. It's fitness/recovery, intense workouts, right? And they're going to teach nutrition and all that kind of stuff. I know a lot about it already because I've gone through the fitness. I used to be able to outrun Jerry. Jerry, I would have whooped you in a 100-yard dash. I just want you to know that right now. Not today, but back in the day. Just to throw that out there, bro. I'm serious. No, I'm kidding. We could do a fitness challenge. I'm already starting one. So I'm going to do a 30-day challenge. My goal is to drop 30 pounds in 30 days. That's 10 pounds a month. I can do that. How do you want to document it? We could have you guys email me little video clips, and we could do one stream where I upload our video clips of the week. I will be vlogging it after tomorrow, after I go and do my assessment thing and talk to the guy about cameras. And I don't know how their anonymity works at this program, but I'm going to definitely be vlogging my progress and documenting it so that I can edit and put out videos about what I'm doing and what I'm learning as far as fitness and recovery go.
Yeah. Say that again. Did you mean 30 pounds in 90 days?
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry.
Or everybody's mind's like, it did not adding.
30 pounds in 30 days. I'm going to use a pound a day. Watch this. You're going to hear me getting slimmer.
You can hear the fat sizzle. Fit covering addict. Thank you, Merc.
Yes. Hey, Merc, were you here for the crap?
Kyle, that's a lot, bro. I can do it, but I like to eat.
Merc, were you here for the Share Squad challenge that we threw out there? Jerry said, I'll give you till August to get your speed up. Next, like August 2021, right?
Hashtag August 2021.
Yeah, hashtag August 2021. Christine's like, I was like, what?
I know, all of our brains exploded for a minute.
Yeah, emailing clips would be fun because then I can put little videos together and actually make a good video, and I can do it on my other YouTube channel and whatnot. We got about 2 minutes, and we're going to jump into our book, and we're going to go through the last part of stage 3. I want to get through this last part because then we're going to kick off the why of recovery. We're finally through 3 stages of addiction going through this book, and we're going to finally finish the 3rd stage, which a lot of people don't escape. 3rd stage is death for a lot of people. Addictive logic breaks down. Coping's breaking down. And we're going to jump in today wanting to be alone and not wanting to be alone. Environmental problems, physical signs of breakdown, thoughts of suicide, and then being stuck in stage 3. Candace, Harvey, Share Squad, thank you for joining the squad.
Welcome, Brittany.
Welcome, Brittany.
Is there more details to the fitness challenge or just lose weight?
Oh, this is a think tank. We're just getting some ideas. We'll kick that off August 2020. I don't think so. And Jacqueline, it was just an idea posted here on the Discord. So I'm just throwing it out there. If anybody has an idea, we can set a date. Sunday, let's get in the Discord, shoot me an email, or however the heck you decide to get a hold of me. It all comes to the same device. And shoot me some ideas. I'll put a plan together and I'll put it on Facebook group and the Discord. And then we'll kick off a fitness challenge. See what happens.
Oh, that's a good goal, Ashley. She's going to lose some weight while she's in.
Awesome. Oh, heck yeah. Get a great routine in there.
They have, I'm assuming, I guess they have workout things.
No.
You just work out on your own?
I used to when I was in jail, I worked in the kitchen, or I used to go deliver the food to all the pods. And I would steal the rubber gloves, and we'd go make water bags. You fill the rubber glove. The rubber glove would fill up 30 pounds of water. Then you wrap a shirt around it and tie it in a knot. And then, or you do pull-ups, or you run up the stairs and across the top and down.
That'd be good cardio.
Yeah, just getting a workout, getting a routine.
Oh, she says hers might have a gym. That would be cool.
Oh, dude, that's awesome.
Oh, coming out to visit. That'd be cool.
That would be great.
Really cool. Is Jerry coming too so him and LT can race?
Yeah, Jerry, we're racing.
So, Brittany, August 2021.
I got some work to do if I'm going to beat Jerry. Man, Jerry plays football every day. I've got to work out to get my speed back and then try to beat a guy who's already in shape. That's what happens when you put your foot in your mouth. All right, let's jump into this.
That's a good idea too.
I love that idea. All right, so
Desmond, I'm in one less donut a day. I'm confident I can do this. That's how I had to start.
Do you really eat donuts every day, Desmond?
It's possible. They're so good.
Oh, that's awesome. All right, so the addict. Okay, remember, we're going through stage 3. The addict personality has completely taken over. Remember, when we are in our active addiction, we're lost in this crap, right? We've gone through stage 1 where it's an emotional struggle. People haven't seen it yet. Stage 2, our addicts start showing on the outside, and we're defined by 2 different people inside of us. We have the addict personality, and we have who we really are way deep inside that's trying to just come out, but the addict has suppressed us, and we start believing and buying into the addict and believing the addict and relying upon the addict and thinking we need the addict. And then in stage 3, we get completely lost. This is where our life starts falling apart. So the addict, okay, you got the addict and then you got the real you. The real you is who you are in recovery, becoming this person that people are going, I'm so proud of you. Look at you. That's you. The addict is the one people were labeling. Remember, you bum. You're irresponsible. Get away from me. I can't believe you keep drinking. Don't you love your kids? Don't you know? That was the addict. Okay. So now we're going to talk 2 different dichotomies here. The addict wants to be alone. In this late stage of addiction, addicts may totally withdraw from others. They totally withdraw. I did. After all, the addict's ritual of acting out is mostly often solitary. It's a solitary act done when no one's around, or done only in the presence of other addicts. That makes me think of the rooms and dark places I was tweaking. I never got tweaking around my friends that like to drink at the bar. I only tweaked with other tweakers who were down in the darkness that I was in. And the addict wants to be alone. Compulsive eaters most often binge in private. The gambling process is a private internal strategy. Shoplifting is a private act. Sex addicts retreat into a private world, often filled only by other sex addicts, if by anyone else at all. It's natural that the addictive personality develops and gains more control in a person's life. Skills used to maintain personal relationships will start to weaken. The skills you use right now, when you come back into recovery, you start learning how to shake someone's hand. Oh, hi, nice to meet you. That's a skill. To walk up to somebody, look them in the eye and say hello, that's a skill. To then ask a question to get them to respond, and then a conversation goes back and forth while still looking at each other in the eyes, that's a skill. It's natural that the addictive personality develops, gains more control in a person's life. Skills used to maintain personal relationships will start to weaken. You start losing those types of skills. By stage 3, there is a little in the person's life that is permanent and doesn't pertain to the addiction. There's little in our lives at this stage that's permanent. Everything's completely usually chaos, fights. Our cars don't last long because we don't take care of them, or if we crash them, we don't maintain them. We don't keep up with the insurance. Our jobs ain't lasting long. We may go through multiple jobs. Little in the person's life that is permanent, and it doesn't pertain to the addiction. The person has become totally afraid of intimacy and stays away from any sign of it. Addicts frequently believe others are the cause of their problem. Addicts frequently believe others are the cause of their problem. And we learn that that is addictive logic, and we learn that that is a delusional perception of reality. Drinking's not my problem. That is not the reason things are falling apart. The reason things fall apart are because my wife's a nag and she won't leave me alone. It's not the alcohol. That's the addictive logic. Addicts frequently believe others are the cause of their problems. They think people can't understand them. Oh, you would never. And you hear this with newcomers all the time. I even had that when I entered into my IOP. Oh, yeah, you guys don't have a story like mine. Mine. Nobody will understand it when I give you my story. When in fact, everybody in there had heard my story, something very similar multiple times, and everybody in the room had something very similar to say. Different walks, different times, epic, but. So addicts want to be alone. They think people are the cause. They don't think anybody can understand them. They like to be alone unless it's with another person who's using addictively, which is a horrible relationship. But the self doesn't want to be alone. So deep inside you, you don't want to be alone. And there's that conflict there that's happening inside you as the addict. So deep inside the addict person, the aloneness and isolation create a center that is craving emotional connection with others. Addicts are afraid of ending up alone. In their desperation, they show a childlike quality. They attempt to connect with others by clinging to family or friends, and often become very upset if it appears that people are withdrawing from them. When a loved one leaves the house, for example, the addict has to know, where are you going? Well, where are you going to go? How long are you going to be there? The addict will probably ask, when will you be back? Or do you really have to go? Can't you just stick around? The addict's person's self-clings to the family and friends in this emotional dependent style. Addicts behave as if they are telling people to stay away, but when people do withdraw, addicts become quite upset. Loved ones hear the following from the addict: "You can't leave me, you're all I have." Or, please, I'm sorry, please, I promise I'll do better." Or, "Oh, just one more chance, I promise I'll straighten up." Or another example: "Okay, then leave, no one cares about me anyway." And that's a childlike emotional reaction to somebody leaving because deep down inside you really don't want to be alone, but you just don't know how to handle it emotionally. You're handling it like a child, and you don't believe that the drugs and alcohol are the problem. And it becomes paranoia. Addicts may panic when family or friends show any anger or pain, even when it isn't even related to them. They think, is this the episode that will make them finally leave me? And that's what the self is thinking. The addict wants to be alone, but the self is terribly afraid of being alone. Often, at this stage, the only people in the addict's life are family members. And this is all right with the addict, for being with others has always been a burden.
Anton says, wow, that made me sad. I never knew I was in stage 3, or knew I was stage 3, but just described me perfectly.
Hits home, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And that's awesome that we're learning. Now we know that much more about addiction. Not only can we reach out and help people and understand where they're at in their addiction, we can look at ourselves. Remember, from our book, Staying Sober, we learned that recovery is walking up a down escalator. As soon as you stop moving forward, you go down. And when you stop moving forward, that's when relapse happens. That's not necessarily when drugs and alcohol are used. That's when you stop off the road to recovery and you end up on the road to relapse. And that process, through our education here, is going to help us stop it in its tracks and put us back on the road to recovery, walking back up the escalator. And so that's good to know.
Mm-hmm. John says, it's an incredible night to be alive, to be sober, and to be free of the things that held me back.
Amen.
We got another periscoper.
What's happening? Is there a safe drug that isn't super addictive to transition to? I don't know exactly what you're talking about. If you could describe, are you going from heroin and thinking about weaning off with Suboxone, alcohol, naltrexone, meth, sleep and food?
Yeah. Take a nap.
Give me a little more detail, and that'll help me understand what your question is, and the chat will be able to help as well.
Yes. Link, you're so good. I liked your comment to Desmond. He's like, donuts. Where can we meet up?
What Link say?
That's what he told Desmond.
Oh. All right. So we just learned that the addict wants to be alone, but the real you inside does not want to be alone and responds emotionally childlike. Arrested Development. Have you ever heard of that show, Arrested Development? I would suggest tonight, remember that, write it down, Arrested Development, and look at what that means. Arrested Development, meaning when that addict takes over. I'm just going to give it to you in a nutshell, but I'd like you to research it some more if you'd like. But when you become that addict, the addict's taking over stage 2, at whatever point you are at, emotionally and psychologically, maturity-wise, is where you stay. It's arrested development. You don't develop any further than that. And that's why you'll see people who have been drug addicts from their early 20s or younger and have used for 30 years, be in their 60s now, still acting like a child because they have arrested development. Sad. It's really sad. I know somebody just like that.
It is sad. Oh, I was going to say hello
Is it
to
8:41
Jeanette.
already?
Yep. But hi, Jeanette. I wanted to say hello. Thank you. Yeah, John said, it's time.
It is time.
Jerry said, hashtag body by Cassie.
Yeah.
Let's spread that love.
All righty, here we go. You guys know what time it is.
Hello, 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 my Recovering Addicts family. I'm here as always with that motivational quote on Recovering Addicts. A powerful imagination makes us infinite. John Muir.
Ooh la la.
That's a good one. Remember that. And as always, you guys know what to do. Let's bring it together and continue to spread that love.
Yes, please hit a like button for Cassie.
Thank you, Cassie. We love it. Desmond says he was a 14-year-old for 40 years.
Oh, wow.
He knows what that arrested development's like.
Man, that's crazy. Okay, so addict wants to be alone. Self does not want to be alone. Stage 3. Now, environmental problems. Addicts keep testing the boundaries surrounding them. They may have problems with their jobs as addiction begins to interfere with most aspects of their lives. At the end of my addiction, I've been pulled into the office. Hey, bro, you got to show up to work. You got to quit being late. You got to, At this stage, addicts are so out of control behaviorally that they may get in trouble by law, breaking laws and seeing just how far one can go to increase the excitement of acting out. Remember, in stage 2, towards the end, when we start entering to stage 3, the drugs aren't, the tolerance levels are through the roof. The mood change aren't what we want. Remember when we first started using it, how pleasurable it was. All the increased shame and guilt now are more abounding. Even when you're high and drunk, you still feel the pain. And so now you're adding crazy behavior to it to get adrenaline rushes to make it more exciting. Been there, done that. Addicts may also need money to support their addiction and turn to illegal activities in order to get it. How many of y'all stole money? How many of y'all lied, cheated, still? Okay, me, I'm right here. This is especially true of compulsive gamblers. Gamblers, they need some more money because they got to make that money back. Thus, many addicts run into financial problems. They spend large amounts of money to support their addiction, and the addiction begins to threaten their livelihoods. Now, check this out. This is a crazy statistic. Americans, 2 statistics here. Americans spend $6.5 billion a year on pornography. And it might be accurate to say that a good percentage of this amount is spent by sex addicts. Now, alcohol. More than 50% of alcohol sold is bought by 10% of the people who buy liquor. That is crazy. You got 100 people buying liquor. 10 of them are buying 50% of the total amount that the 100 bought. That is crazy. And I was part of that 10%. guaranteed. Addicts create problems with their environment because their acting out behaviors may far exceed the limits that the culture around them can expect. The alcoholic may be arrested for drinking and driving. The sex addict you're fired.
Fired. Nobody gets to see any more comments the rest of the show.
She's fired again. That's the 5th time she's been fired this month.
Every other day. Good thing we're going to 3 days a week. I get fired a lot less.
All right. So the sex addict may be arrested for visiting prostitutes or asked to leave a job for unacceptable behavior. The shoplifter is going to get arrested. The food addict's family may demand that he seek counseling. And then you got physical signs of breakdown. And I just wanted to remind everybody of what physical signs of breakdown are. You guys have all seen the videos. I know you have, but I want it fresh in our minds because it's just sad. And we need to uglify drugs and alcohol. And so you guys have seen this video before. I know we all have. And this is mainly meth, more than likely, but drugs do this to a person. That's 1 year, 2007 to 2008, right? And you know they're doing more drugs on top of that. So when we're talking about the physical breakdown, the addiction illness may progress to a point where the addicted person develops physical signs of breakdown. Addiction is a very stress-producing, and after years of such emotional and physical stress, physical problems develop. In all forms of addiction, the person's emotional and psychological system run overloaded most of the time, and the effects look like this. Let's go to number 1.
Subscribe for more from Elite.
But you get the point, right?
Don't do drugs.
That's the physical signs of breakdown. Okay, that's stage 3 addiction for everybody we just looked at. Hopefully they're fine now. Most, if you want to look statistically, probably not. In all forms of addiction, the person's emotional and psychological system run on overload most of the time. Physical stress also affects the heart and every other organ in the body. Physical stress affects the heart as well as all the organs in the body. That's why I say meth. I know that a lot of drugs are, but meth seems to me to be one of the most. That's why people look like this that do meth. You up for days. You're putting this crazy chemical. Your body does not. It's poison. You're poisoning your body. Top of that, you're malnourished and you don't eat for weeks. You chain smoke cigarettes. You don't sleep, and sleep deprivation is one of the biggest things for, against your health. And then on top of that, you're paranoid and stressed out because of it all. And then the paranoia and stress is unhealthy. You'll age that quick. You saw that. Different addictions will over time affect addicts' bodies in different ways. Alcohol damages the liver. Induced vomiting damages the throat of bulimics, and it rots your teeth because of the stomach acid. A sexually transmitted disease occurs from sexual promiscuity. Addicts often don't take care of their bodies and see them as objects to be used and abused. It's impossible to calculate the total physical damage addiction does to addicts, family, and friends. In this stage of the addictive process, may start to seriously consider attempting that was that. Now we're on to the next part. And this is where you want to be alone, but you don't want to be alone. Your environment's breaking down. Physically, you're breaking down. And now you're going to enter into these thoughts of suicide. How many of y'all been here? The suicidal part of the addiction. In this stage of addiction process, a person may start to seriously consider, attempt, or even eventually commit suicide. There are 2 reasons for this. The internal pain is so great that the person wants it to stop, and the addictive promise of relief isn't working anymore. Addicts want the pain to stop, but they don't believe they can. An addicted person doesn't believe in his or her self anymore, and suicide starts to make sense, especially when using addictive logic. Remember, our addictive logic gets us in lots of trouble. Addicts become so ashamed of and hate the addictive side of themselves so much that they want to end the addictive relationship at all cost, to the point of performing a homicidal act against the addict. No one hates the addict more than the person suffering from the addiction. True that. True that.
That's very true. Me and Desmond are going to take a computer course together.
Good.
Decided. John says, when your status quo is not working for you, you have to think about how you shuffle the deck and get yourself to a place where you can have a better life.
100%.
Absolutely. 3-time suicide survivor.
Wow.
Teeter, teeter. We love you. Any idea if it could cause no desire for sexuality even a year or so after recovery? I'm in the right place now. That's good.
So any idea if it could cause no desire for sexuality even a year or so after recovery? I'm not sure that what I think you're saying, and I'm probably wrong, is coming off drugs and alcohol ruining your sex drive and you'll get it back in a year? I don't know.
Or it just hasn't come back after a year.
Yeah, or I don't. Yeah, can you maybe explain just a hair more, and maybe I can help you out, and somebody in the chat might understand too.
But I don't know. Seems like it's possible. It messes up your brain, throws everything out of whack.
Yeah.
I tried to commit suicide like 4 months ago. Ended up in a medically induced coma for 3 weeks.
Ah,
So grateful to
Misty.
be alive.
Amen.
We are so grateful that you're alive too.
Yeah, man, I'm glad you didn't.
Me too. Then I wouldn't ever be able to say, "Hey, Misty John's in
Misty
the chat."
Johns, yeah. Oh, okay, you're sober and have no desire at all. That could be a lot of things. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a counselor. So if you need professional help, see one of them. But I'm opinionated. I got lots of those. Sex drive drops. Your hormones, everything you've done to yourself has ruined your body's natural way of functioning, right? Your hormones, and that's your hormones. Your age on top of that will have something to do with it. I would suggest going to a hormone replacement therapist, getting your blood drawn and having all your stuff looked at, and they can help balance you back out. A part of getting old and aging and dying is your loss of hormones. Like in men, their testosterone drops every, so much every 5-10 years that by the time they're 60, their testosterone level is nowhere near what it was when they were 18. So these hormone replacement people can help bring that back up and give you a little bit more energy, sex drive, that kind of thing.
Yes.
You're welcome, Misty.
I'm 3 years in, and sorry, this is TMI, but I have had no want or need for it since I last used.
Which,
There you go. You're not alone.
in a sense, it could be a good thing. I mean, you keep that off your mind for a good year, 2-3 years, and get your head straight in recovery without that burden.
Yeah.
It could be a good thing. But if you do want the desire back, go check out a doctor, a hormone replacement doctor, a counselor, or, somebody that'll test your blood and see what's going on with you.
Yes, he is. Link for president. You got some good stuff going on, bud.
All right, the
This
last
channel
part
is
of
good
this,
for everyone.
stage 3, and I'm excited now because we're halfway through our book. So it says addicts can break the addictive process. Addicts cannot break the addictive process alone. We recover better together. Hint, hint. Thus, they remain in stage 3 until there is some form of intervention, which is an attempt to break the addictive relationship. Those who try to break the addiction process find that addiction is all they know, and they return to the addictive lifestyle. The recovery To recover, addicts must learn a new lifestyle, slowly exchanging the addictive way of life for a new lifestyle, including relationships with others. These relationships add to personal satisfaction and allow growth. The addict's world is based on an inward flow, right? We learned how selfish we are. To recover, the person must learn how to reach out and sustain this outward flow, which he or she cannot do alone. Can't do it alone. We recover better together. I'm going to say that about 100 times through this next paragraph.
Because it's so true.
People with addiction are handicapped because they don't know how to reach outside of themselves and will stay in an addictive relationship until there is some sort of intervention. My intervention was I was belligerent drunk. I blew a .297, almost a 3. Called my dad, take me to the doctor. I can't do this no more. Took me to the hospital. They said, go sleep it off. That was my intervention, was calling my dad and checking myself into detox. And then 2 months into an IOP before recovery finally got through this hard head. There are many different forms of intervention. Some are successful, some are not. Like most relationships, addiction can be resumed, even if it's arrested for a long period of time. Say you go to jail for 5 years, you haven't touched a drug. Somehow you made it through jail without touching drugs. When you get out, you could pick up right where you left off. People often end a relationship with another person only to establish an identical relationship with somebody else. And the same can be true in relationships with objects or events. Remember, our addictions. Yet, recovering addicts should keep in mind that addiction is not just a way of interacting with specific object or event. It's a way of interacting with oneself and the world. To recover, the person must not only break off the emotional dependency within, but also turn to the self and others. In doing so, remember, you turn to back to yourself again, not the addict. You turn to yourself. You're kicking the addict out. You're cutting ties with that guy. He's gone. You divorce your addict. In doing so, a person can discover a new life in which can be wonderful, exciting, though vulnerable to struggles and fear. It's not easy, but it's worth it.
It's true.
And that ends that section of the book. Now we are going to move into part 3, which I'm excited because I believe the last half of this book is all about recovery, baby. And we're going to get into the why of recovery and look at renewal. Yes. The why of recovery and the look at renewal next Sunday. Man, my throat's starting to tickle. I think I just wiped out my voice. Just wiped it out.
Peter, you still cleaning? You sure do clean a lot. It's good, though. Good to be clean. Clean and cleanly.
Surrendering self-will. We want and demand that things always go our way. We should know from our past experience that our way of doing things did not work. Basic text, page 93. All of us have ideas, plans, goals for our lives. There's nothing in the NA program that says we shouldn't think for ourselves, take initiative, and put responsible plans into action. It's when our lives are driven by self-will that we run into problems. When we are living willfully, we go beyond thinking for ourselves. We think only of others, of ourselves. We forget that we are but part of this world and that whatever personal strength we have is drawn from a higher power. We might even go so far as to imagine that other people exist solely to do our bidding. Quickly, we find ourselves at odds with everyone and everything around us. At this point, we have two choices. We can continue in our slavery to self-will, making unreasonable demands and becoming frustrated because the planet doesn't spin our way. Or we can surrender, relax, seek knowledge of God's will and the power to carry that out, and find our way back to the conditions of peace with the world. Thinking, taking initiative, making responsible plans, there's nothing wrong with these things so long as they serve God's will, not merely our own. So just for today, I will plan to do God's will, not mine. If I find myself at odds with everything around me, I will surrender self-will. That's your NA thought of the day. Just for today.
It. Oh, hey, shout out to Darcel Sands.
Darcel Sands, welcome.
What is up?
Or where's Darcel?
Naomi just said shout out.
Oh, shout out to Darcel, Naomi's friend.
Marcus is in the house.
What's going on, Marcus? How you doing, brother?
Darcel's baby girl's birthday was today. She's got everything planned for the party while she's here with us, and got to FaceTime them. Very cool.
Nice.
That's nice.
Okay, I'm going to post it on the Discord. I'm going to post it on the private Facebook group. And I'm going to post it on the Facebook page. Take note, Sunday night we'll be back. So Thursday, today, we just finished. Friday and Saturday night, no stream. We still have Zoom on Saturday, though. So keep your eye on private Facebook page and group and the Discord for updates. And we will be back Sunday night at 8 to start covering that. The new schedule until I finish my 2 classes that I'm taking are going to be Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday. Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday. STT. Here's my STT. Hey, you know me. Okay.
Thank you, John.
Whoops a daisy. All right, ready? God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Amen.
Amen.
Yes, thank you guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing it out. Thank you for being part of the hashtag Share Squad. And let's grow together. Let's get more people involved. Let's save lives. Let's break stigmas. Let's change the way people view addicts and alcoholics. And let's reach a ton of people and save and help and restore families and relationships and make a world that's just happy. I want to be happy. Don't you just want to be happy? And that's recovery right there in a nutshell.
That's for you, Jeanette.
Thank you, John.
Those are the new times.
Yes.
We're on YouTube and on Facebook.
And on Twitch and on Periscope.
And on Twitch and Periscope.
2 places on YouTube. Facebook, sorry. All right,
Well,
y'all.
I'll forget you when you're gone, Ashley.
And you're welcome to Truth, Jerry. All right, so we'll be back tomorrow at 8. I will see you all in the Discord later. Until then, do not put yourself in a high-risk situation. Stay strong, work your program, and remember, we recover better together.